I'm not going to spend too much time in the camera. We're just going to get on with the recipe. So keep on watching. Hey everybody, I'm going to take these beautiful sweet potatoes and make something delicious out of them. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you. I'm living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with you. I'm living my best life. Okay, so I have scrubbed and washed these beautiful sweet potatoes to make us some delicious sweet potato pie. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap them in some aluminum foil and I'm going to put them in the oven. I used to boil my sweet potatoes in water, but my friend Janella put me on to baking the sweet potatoes for our pie instead. She let me know that when you bake your sweet potatoes instead of boiling them, they're easier to peel and they have a more firm texture. They're not as soggy as when you boil them. So right now I'm just taking small pieces of aluminum foil and wrapping up my clean sweet potatoes and preparing them for the oven. Okay, so now after we baked our sweet potatoes for about an hour, we took a fork to see if they're soft enough. And these are the ingredients you need. You're going to need brown sugar. You're going to need a stick of butter. You could use unsalted or salted butter. You need some granulated white sugar. You're going to need some ground cinnamon, some ground nutmeg, some vanilla extract. You're going to need 4 eggs, 4 whole eggs. You're also going to need just a little bit of flour. You could use Aunt Jemima or whatever brand you'd like. And you're also going to need some coconut milk. Go get your big bowl and your spoon. And also a potato masher. And I forgot to show you, you're also going to need some pineapple juice and 2 frozen pie crusts. Okay, so now I'm just showing you how easy it is to peel your sweet potatoes after you have baked them in the oven. The skin just comes right off with your hand. You don't even need a knife. And you could even pull the end right off with your fingers and just plop it on in the bowl. So now I'm just going to dump my entire stick of butter into the bowl of sweet potatoes, and I'm going to take my potato masher and just blend the butter and the sweet potatoes together. This makes the pie really buttery and smooth. Make sure that you mash and blend it completely. Now after you've done that, you take your 1 cup of sugar and you just pour 1/2 a cup in at a time. And you mash that together with your potato masher as well. After you blended that completely, then you'll add the other 1/2 cup of sugar.
And you just do the same thing. Just blend it and mash it. Blend it and mash it. Now it's time to add your brown sugar. And once again, you just mash and blend. Mash, blend, and mix. Mash, blend, and mix. Now you could take a little taste to make sure you have enough sugar in it. You could add more to your liking. But I see right here I have enough, so I'm gonna just put my cinnamon in right now. I eyeball my ingredients, but I gave you some instructions at the bottom as far as measurements. And I only use 1/8 a teaspoon of nutmeg. Now you could take your spoon and start mixing it together. You're going to see that you're going to go mix back and forth between the potato masher, a spoon, and an electric mixer. Now it's time to put in the vanilla extract. Now I'm just going to put in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now mix that in well with your spoon. Now we're going to add our 4 eggs. You don't beat the eggs first, you just add the eggs whole. Now this is where your electric mixer comes in. After you add the eggs, then you use your electric mixer. And you make sure you blend those eggs in thoroughly. Let it mix, mix it baby. Mix it tonight, let it mix. Mix it until all the ingredients are completely blended. And then you'll take your pineapple juice. You could use any brand of pineapple juice. You can also use orange juice if you'd like. Now it's time for our coconut milk. Now, you know that's something different. Most people use evaporated milk, but the coconut milk gives it an entirely different kind of flavor, and it's just wonderful. Now keep mixing it until that coconut milk is completely mashed in with all of the other ingredients. And this is another thing most people don't use, but it helps to keep your pie pretty firm. Just a little bit of flour. You could use any kind of flour as well. I just love Aunt Jemima flour for almost all of my cooking. The only thing is I use just regular flour for my fried chicken. I use Aunt Jemima flour for my fried chicken sometimes. Now just mix that in very well. As you can see, the mixture is becoming really fluffy. Now it's time to get your frozen pie crust out, and you just spoon it into the pie crust. The amount of mixture I made is about 3 regular size pies or 2 deep dish. I have the deep dish pie crust right now. So you just spread that into the pie crust, and you put your oven on 350 degrees. Now I'm putting it into the second deep dish pie crust and just smooth it around on the top. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate it. And this is the final results. Doesn't that look so delicious? Make sure you comment below and let me know if you're going to try this recipe. Thank you for watching. See you next time.